So then let's jump into the action. We have in the purple trunks Mr. Vinchester playing Aztecs here, and Nicov on the other side with Mongols. With me will be the non-vegan Dave.
Non-vegan Dave. We'll get vegan Dave later in the afternoon for the third set of the day, but right in the second set we have Nicov and Vinchester Nilly. Both maps look pretty decent actually for King of the Desert 3.
Yeah, I have to agree. Vinchester left-hand side looks really wallable. We'll have some stone control, gold in the back if he wants to go for the
Nicov
far
immediate elephant too.
Oh.
Interesting with Mongols. So he's going super duper fast.
Pop 6 elephant. That's interesting, yeah. Did
I
he
guess
finish the first sheep?
I guess it was. No, he didn't. It was really close to his TC. Like really close. And he's got the zebra and the ostrich so close as well.
Oh, this will be some pushing. Finds most sheep now. How much will he have left over? 7, yeah. 7 sheep left over still, so only 1. And now goes into pushing. And the thing is, like, it's so easy to be off with your timing for the second elephant now. Because, like, at 180 food, I think you already need to send the villager now. So this one should already get the elephant.
He could push a zebra here, go forward to Vinchester's base, and still get that elephant at this point. If he wants to.
Oh,
I think he's going to be more greedy and push the other two, but this is going to be a really fast time from Nicov, I think.
Yeah. What can we expect? Is it maybe even a build-up for like something like pop 16, 17?
I think 17 here.
Okay.
But there's the second elephant already. Wow.
Coming in there. And look at that. Nicov really scared.
Vinchester just now taking his first.
What a big difference, yeah. To take more goats here. Has only 5 left. So that's not a late timing as well. Did push 1 zebra earlier though. Ooh, and a question we discussed at length last time. What do you think about luring the boar by shooting with the TC?
I mean, with less lag on DE, I think it's way more consistent. And if you're used to it, it just becomes muscle memory. Like Yo said, he's only failed it twice in his life when I asked him.
I cast at least 5 games where he did.
Okay, well, then. Maybe not. I just chose to believe him there. I think it's
interesting muscle memory if his normal memory isn't even working.
Yeah. I think it's fine. I don't know. Maybe not in a big tournament game like this, but I think you're okay to do it.
He really said he only missed it twice.
Yeah. I asked him at NAC3.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's happened sometimes after that. Obviously, landed is easier as well then. And look at that. Second elephant now coming in while Vinchester is clicking up. And it looks like pop 17 indeed. Oh, no, 18.
It's pop 18 for Nicov.
No loom.
Ooh, okay.
18 no loom. Against Aztecs. Not your typical thing. You're a bit more scared of that eagle compared to a scout. It has enough villagers clumped up, so unlikely that a single pig will be found. Only 1 villager's on berries here. And Nicov relatively early wall with an 8 minute 2 seconds feudal age timing.
That is a good wall though. And that wood line at the back there really, really helps him out. I love to see him wall like to the left of that wood line. You know, not the choke point at the back, but a little bit more forward so it can't be ranged.
Yeah. I like that one as well. Can build the house there. Need to walk a bit more, but really not the worst thing. Vinchester, what is his plan? It felt like the camera was mainly on Nicov so far. Still not on gold. But, well, you don't really need that too early. Maybe just place 3 men-at-arms, and that's it.
Yeah. I think he will be going for that, but they're going to... Like, by the time the men-at-arms are producing, the scouts are already going to be at his base. So he's going to have to make a couple spearmen in between the men-at-arm production.
Now some dancing here. Scout versus Eagle. Villagers weren't really prepared to build the stable. Now rushes it out with 3. Gets the kill there quite nicely. Still 12 HP left. Vinchester. Did he spot that stable though? It has to be stable, so not the biggest.
Like he knows this early of an uptime. He has to know it's stable.
Honestly, if you take the fight against that Eagle, I think you can delay Loom even further now. I think he could have squeezed in easily 2-3 more villagers. But maybe he's scared of the Drush.
Yeah, it is Aztec, so you don't know exactly what they're going for yet because you haven't really scouted. He's finding the berries now, though, Nicov. And that's like the only exposed resource for Vinchester here. There's nothing else.
Yeah, woodline 8 villagers there, but not that easy to get it to that point. A tower behind that woodline could be really lovely. We're seeing 4 militia, by the way, but from Mr. Vinchester. Nicov needs to make sure to wall in front of his berries.
I can see MBL training in chat right now.
Oh, look at Nikov's walls at the bottom. Ah, they hurt.
Oh my god, there's a woodline right there. I can't believe that.
Oh,
he can't see it 1 tile away. That's terrible.
Could have been so easy for him. Also controlling that woodline, cheaper, everything. Oh.
Do you think with these men-at-arms, Nikov's walled, so Vinchester can't really get around without taking damage? Do you agree with just attacking that stable, or do you want to see him cancel the upgrade?
It's not that easy. If you're completely wall at home, I think just going for men-at-arms and pressuring the front is fine, because you need fewer spearmen at home. And I think just taking down the stable is a reasonable choice here. It is some guaranteed damage. You kind of force an archery range eventually, but most likely it will come anyways.
Ooh, nice micro there from Nicov trying to get that villager, but he's going to take a ton of damage, and he doesn't even get her in the end.
Oh, ugly, ugly, ugly. Lost
Yikes, losing a scout and HP for free.
Nicov, by the way, not getting the greatest intel that he is still open behind his main woodline there. The way how he walls doesn't look like he will spot that too quickly.
Yeah, I think he'll leave it kind of open at the front there too, so he can't even send a villager, like click them around to find that out.
Yeah, actually true. Vinchester doing a good job walling everywhere. 1 archer could be caught off guard. No, 2 spearmen
there
to protect him. Good job, and that will be very annoying. Stable down to 300 HP. 2 villagers now need to be pulled to repair.
Ooh, it's open at the berries. I don't think Nicov wants to engage there, though, because the spearman is coming up behind. Too many villagers. Doesn't really feel like the fast elephant, super quick feudal did anything here for Nicov.
He did get both eco upgrades behind this, so maybe that was something. But yeah, it's not like you get extra resources, right? And Pop 18, which he played. How, like, what we can try to do the math. Like, what's the difference between Pop 17 with Loom compared to 18 without Loom? And it should be 2.5 minutes. Should be like 50 more resources that you get by this. So it is
how much
hyper crazy.
Like, how much wood has he spent repairing that stable so far?
More than 50.
200? He's been repairing it for what, 3 minutes now?
Yeah, and he doesn't need to repair to full HP.
Ooh, scouts. Yeah, the scouts avoid the fight there. And now an eagle from Vinchester. Okay.
Maybe showing that he wants to transition there. I didn't even catch, where did we have the 3-1 KD? There was 1 scout dying under the TC.
I think another one died against a spearman, I believe.
Okay.
But I don't know where the third... or no, I guess Vinchester lost units.
Yeah, he lost 3 there. Maybe some more spearmen caught off guard. Maybe an archer here or there. Didn't really catch that. Now some shenanigans here. 3 archers with fletching, trying to be annoying. Wanted to go behind the woodline, but Vinchester very active. Built a blacksmith kind of in no man's land. Now gets fletching as well. He, honestly, against the very early time from Nicov, didn't really find the time to set himself up for the long game. He's still very open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he walled against the scouts and only the scouts. As soon as the follow-up units come along, he's going to be in trouble. But he does have a big army, and I don't think Nikov's really going to find many opportunities to hit Vinchester in feudal age here.
So weird how far behind Vinchester is in villages as well. 7 behind. Yeah, he has wheelbarrow, but still 4 villages of idle time there. Or did we miss too many kills?
I don't think we missed a villager kill.
Okay, now the fight in the center. Eagles are finally coming over. No upgrades on those though. I think he simply will make it home. And did spot the hole at the left-hand side behind his wood line, so all good there. Nicov, he looks really solid, but I think he will be up later when it comes to castle age timing.
That's so weird. How did he fall behind by so much? I'm confused.
I am a bit as well. Maybe the massive walling? Well, he has more villagers producing, right? So that is some food lost, quote-unquote, as well. Feels weird that Vinchester will be up so early. Yeah.
What do you do once you're in castle age here with Aztecs?
Kind of has to be mass eagles. I don't really see how crossbows can make you defend your base properly. You need to be the aggressor here. And
if you're Mongols, how do you counter the eagles?
That's interesting. That is a really interesting one. In Woobly times, I might have said CA is something really good. But obviously now that with the shot delay isn't the greatest thing ever. Longswords doesn't feel that great. Also, you don't get supplies. Knights, not the most natural transition ever for you. Not having the last defense upgrade then. If you want to go for imp with the transition. It's not that easy.
Well, he just made a second archer range. So maybe Nikov's going back to Woobly times here. Nilly.
He has way too few villagers on gold. Look at that. 50 gold now. I think he should cancel those archers.
So if, let's say Vinchester goes 1 TC Eagles here. Can Nicov stop it?
If we have a follow-up with Siege, I don't really see it. With one stable, no way. No real production. This attack should be stopped as well. Important for Vinchester to wait to Castle Age. Those Eagles are a bit stronger. Villagers are pulled a bit. I think he shouldn't take any big losses.
Yeah, he should be fine here with the Eagles and the Skirms. He is adding that second stable, though, Nilly. So now he's going to have 2 archer ranges, 2 stables. I feel like the second archer range might have been a mistake on the way up.
He didn't really scout the second barracks. So might have thought, okay, this is just going into a crossbow skirm war, and then a second archer range makes way more sense. But now that he confirms, okay, it's more Eagles, then he adds the stable.
Villager difference is still... I mean, Vinchester's going to catch up a little bit here as Nicov goes up to Castle Age, but it's still going to be like 4 vills.
Yeah, and that was something from very early on. While Nicov is trying to increase that lead, sneaking around with 3 archers there, woodline, very open. Oh man! But Vinchester's going the very long way, and Nicov is going the very long way.
3rd barracks now from Vinchester. Eagle production is on the way. And waiting to see if there's a forward villager coming forward here. Well, I guess a forward villager would be coming forward.
Yeah, feels like could make so much sense. What is Dave? How many stables is Nicov building? What is happening here?
The 4 stable Mongol defense against Eagles. There's no way he has the economy set up for this. Like, and Vinchester's going to see them all. I mean, he's just going in. He doesn't care about that TC. He's going to see at least 3 stables. He sees all 4 stables. He must be like, what?
I'm really, really confused.
And Nikov's going to lose a villager?
Like, 2 stables are okay. 3 stables, not a thing. 4 stables? Something I've never seen before.
So, in response to seeing the 4 stables, Vinchester drops an incredibly forward TC on that one tiny little wood line.
Mm-hmm. Now goes on to Pikeman. This will go very differently. We thought, okay, it's going to be the push from the Aztecs player. Let's see how the Mongol player can raid and defend. But with 4 stable, look at that. He can produce out of 2 now. Wow.
I don't understand. Maybe he was scared of, like, the super early castle push, and he needed the production from 4 right away. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a logical explanation.
Maybe forgot about the one at the front.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like, he's now lacking the defense upgrades. Oh, he adds step lancers. I like that. I like that.
Pretty food heavy, though, and he doesn't really have the farms
Yeah. Only 15.
to produce all of those yet.
Now adds 3 more. Adds 2 TCs as well. That's like... He will have enough farms for 3 TCs. But not for any stables after that.
I do like the multitasking from Nicov, though. Fights with the army at the front, sends the knights behind, snags a villager. Pikeman upgrade from Vinchester. So he is scared of the spam.
Oh, he's at the gold. And there's only 1 pikeman to defend now. That will be some losses. Ooh. Need to run there. Now adding some farms himself. And that's tricky, right? We said it earlier. The early scouts kept Vinchester so much at home and only reacting to the scouts that there's no real map control. There's no walling in the big phase. And I think that's what Vinchester was really lacking. Now rushes out a market.
It feels like he just changed his mind halfway to Castle Age, Vinchester. Like, he had the 3 barracks, and then once he got to Castle Age, he stopped producing eagles. He made a second TC, and now Nikov's got the initiative in this game. Vinchester should be the one pressuring Nicov here. Very strange.
Didn't really happen. Monks not getting the conversions. The wood obviously very exposed there at the front. Goes for some nice walls. Monk tries to get a conversion and will find what?
He gets the full HP knight. He gets the knight with the most HP, but it's on stand ground.
Lovely move.
And those villagers are going to struggle. Wow.
I didn't even want to put the army on non-attack stance before they get converted, so that your opponent manually needs to click them. Gets another conversion with against the step lancer here. Could find some kills, not really. And, well, villager count, not even that fair. 56 to 43.
Everything is defense here from Vinchester. I mean, he's got 2 pikemen queued. He's got 3 monks queued. No more eagle production for him, and making a 3rd TC now, but Nicov is in a really good position now.
Yeah, I think so as well. And this attack by Vinchester, it's so easy with the step lancers to dictate when to fight. It's so tough to retreat there, and yeah, just an easy way of playing for Nicov with that amount of step lancers now.
The reason you don't delete guys is because he had a group of like 5 there, so he doesn't know which unit is being converted. Right? So you just put on stand ground or no attack so that that unit doesn't automatically attack your other ones.
That was a fast conversion.
That was super fast.
Not really sure what happened there. Oh, now the dive in here. Mixes in some CA. I don't mind that either. Has 5 on the map, 4 more in the queue. Oh, no protection of that gold spot. Some walls there for Vinchester. Not really happening. He is expanding towards the left-hand side a bit. But the back is so open as well. Ooh. Love how Nicov is playing the mobility card here.
Yeah, just even look at Vinchester's base. Like, where do you even put TCs against wood lines? There's hills everywhere, Neil. It's just unfortunate for him. But once again, you did say he didn't prepare any sort of walling. He just quick walled against the scouts, and that's it. And now he's getting super punished for it.
Yeah, that's what some people and some pros question about this map. Like, it just feels like there's a hill everywhere. If we look at the mini-map, like, it just denies you so many TC spots. Walling makes it, or walling is so much more difficult, so many more holes forced, and yeah, you can see Vinchester struggling with this and now having really ugly TCs. His first one is now basically only farming TC.
And the step lancers are going to run right through pick off some more villagers. That villager difference is going to be 20 for Nicov. And he's sitting pretty at home. He's actually started taking stones, so we're probably going to see a castle soon-ish. I don't know whether the smart idea is to put it forward, or do you just defend your own base?
I think with how mobile he is, just a defensive cast and continue with raiding could be really lovely. But he's so far ahead that he has so much map control that he could even build it more aggressively. But the aggressive one ends games quicker, but is slightly more risky.
I love the micro from Nicov here, controlling 2 different groups at the same time. When he hits with one, he raids with the other. And Vinchester, such a slow defense, right? Pikemen, monks, trying to catch up with these step lancers and cav archers. And he needs to go on the aggressive. He needs to pressure Nikov's economy somehow. I just don't see how he can do it.
I don't really either. Like, you are not the one dictating fights now in Vinchester's. And that's the big problem.
You could have been in early castle.
Yeah. But then 4 stables happened.
Well, no, it wasn't even the 4 stables. It was the fact he stopped producing eagles entirely and went for the second TC.
And yeah, without Botkin, CA now clearing all that up. 30 population leads, over 20 villager lead. And you just see Vinchester now sending in small numbers of army, but they are obviously getting completely mobbed here.
Yeah, step lancers are so good once they're in mass against melee, even against pikes. Like, just the ability to stack damage on top is crazy.
Yeah.
Vinchester is getting the relics. He does have 2, but the monks are going to die. The gold's going to be exposed again.
Oh, man. And yeah, it just refuses to wall between the blacksmith and the house there. Uh-oh. Not sure about that fight, though.
Look how slow the cav archers are.
And those are the fast Mongol shooting, yeah. Okay, now ballistics coming in, dumping as well, wants to increase that fire rate a bit, and yeah, still no Botkin. What a mistake by Nicov there. Could have done so much more damage, but he simply had so many of them that he still wins the fight.
And Magadai coming out now. He did place the castle defensively, so he's gonna play it safe. And why not when you're camping your opponent's main gold with a bigger army?
Oh, stone very exposed. Has to be some more villager kills there.
You think the stone's exposed? Look at that wood line behind, Nilly, if he goes back there. And the gold. Dude, just wait for it. That's the GG moment right there.
Yeah, not unlikely. There's so little army coming to chase this one down. 8 military against 24. Mercier on the hill tries to double tower this one, but yeah, that leaves the gold still exposed as well, yeah.
The panic double towers? He's gonna get him up. Nikov's not really reacting to that. He's just sitting on the hill.
Well, he is doing a lot of damage as well, right? Does it really matter to kill like 3 more villagers? I think it's better to kill more eagles.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can lose the game.
That's your win condition. Yeah, that's your win condition. Just keep your army's or your opponent's military count low.
Oh, so many
does
kills.
Micro the villagers. Looks like he has thumb ring now.
Yeah, he does indeed. And yeah, just a nice fire rate then. Keeps so many of those CAs still alive. More raids at the front. Now Mangodai shown can't really increase the confidence of Vinchester. Yeah, now he's at the gold. This game won't be for much longer.
Yeah, he has to leave that gold. I mean, he didn't lose a villager there, but like you said, it doesn't really matter if Nicov takes, 3 or 4 more. And he's on the way to Imperial Age. Is it GG once he reaches that? Does Vinchester just call it? Like, he hasn't done any damage to Nikov's eco in, it seems like, years.
No. Yeah, he might call it before. He certainly has to call it then. Nicov expanding a bit at the left-hand side might give Vinchester some fall.
Oh, wait. Nicov doesn't have Bodkin.
Yeah, he's researching it now. Yeah, was lacking that for quite some time.
I didn't even notice. Did you say that? Because I just don't pay attention to you anymore.
Yeah, I also said that he got dumped.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's early, Nilly,
Yeah.
I'm not vegan. I can't keep my mind.
Yeah. Maybe you're.
I put too many toxins in my system.
Yeah. Maybe I need a stronger voice to talk louder, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm missing the protein for that to get the strength.
Okay, Vinchester.
He likes playing Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Still Castle Age. Okay.
There we go. I didn't know what we were going to talk about for the next like couple minutes until he resigned, but thankfully he does. That was a weird game there, Nilly. That moment when they both reached Castle Age, I don't know what Vinchester was doing. And I don't know what Nicov was doing with the 4 stables, but apparently it was a play.
Yeah, it's not like he was floating too many resources, right? Sometimes if you played like mass stables and we reached Castle Age at like minute 30, 32 or something in that ballpark, you'd sometimes reach Castle Age with 1,000 food, 1,200 gold. Then 4 stables make sense for a small time, but this wasn't the case here. He built 4 knights, and then at least 2 stables were idle at all times. Looked sharp though. Great macro, very active. He must have had some nice APM this game. KT, pretty brutal. Nicov 2-1, 5 conversions, only for Vinchester. And losing with that stacks against Mongols. Not the prettiest thing there. Surely. Pick 1 gone. Nicov should have the higher seed, so he basically gave Vinchester the first pick.
Oh no, I started a diet discussion in your chat, Nilly. I'm sorry.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
What are they talking about?
Well, it's your chat. You can read it.
Ah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
Okay, chat. What are we
That's
talking
the
about?
premise.
Okay.
I only eat French fries. That seems good. Seems like a solid choice.
My father had one really dumb joke that he told like every Christmas, and the whole family was always laughing. And I was like, always like, didn't he say that same joke a year ago? And it was like, I got this new diet, and so it's called white chocolate diet. You're allowed to eat everything except white chocolate, which isn't a problem because I don't like white chocolate. And that was it. Yeah, not. I'm not even sure if that was worth it. And like, I was also, and honestly, like, I'm not really sure how my family works, but they were actually laughing at that. And some people wonder how I turned out this way. Now we got
That's so
part
German,
of an
it hurts.
explanation. That's where I got my sense of humor. Yeah, humor. Nearly makes sense now. Nearly explained in one story.
We have 20 seconds until the game starts.
Okay. What's
Lithuanians
the
against
unhealthiest thing you ate in the last 2 weeks?
Ooh. I don't know. Probably just like a pizza.
What? You eat pizza?
Yeah, man.
Oh boy.
I know.
Okay. With vegan meat and tomatoes
No.
and cucumbers?
No. Who has cucumbers on their pizza, Nilly?
The cucumber people.
No, the cucumber people are on the pizza.
Okay. Sliced cucumber people.
All right, so we got Lithuanians against Malians. Game number 2. I guess I'm doing the introduction for Nilly's stream. I hope he's actually in the game right now. In the purple trunks, we have Vinchester playing as the Lithuanians, and in the blue, we have Nicov playing as the Malians. What do you think about this matchup?
Hello, I'm the cameraman and you're the introducer now. That's lovely. Malians, Lithuanians. Two civilizations that we didn't hear for quite some time before this tournament, and now both kind of getting, really into the situation that their strengths are shown. Especially Lithuanians. A lot of people think they're top 5 at the moment. You get so much aggression, you are so diverse. And Malians, your economy is just crazy, right? Buildings are cheaper when it comes to wood, so you have more of that. You get the gold upgrade for free, so you have more of that. Man-at-arm opening, very smooth. And then in Castle Age, full tech tree as well. I think 2 strong choices. Game could play very much like a mirror, though.
Game's probably gonna be dictated by the maps as well. And you look at like Vinchester's map, he does have wood options, which is nice on this generation, but look at his gold. It's forward on a hill. His secondary golds are not safe. His berries are forward. And then you look at Nikov's space and the whole front is open as well. And his golds are pretty far from the TC, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. Feels like a very aggressive game is not unlikely here. Look at that. Vinchester even pushing the far away zebra. Already pushed one. Now going for the second one. Didn't even find all his sheep. Oh, look at how he's not seeing the sheep. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh, it's very unlikely he's going to scout that too, looking for them.
Maybe
he'll
by
just
accident.
assume they're stolen. Yeah, maybe.
Didn't find the ones at the top. That's a likely scouting point for him, though.
Shooting with the TC, Nilly. Almost losing a villager there, Nilly.
I got scared a bit as well.
Yeah, that was pretty close. I like the delayed garrison, too. The garrison did not save the vill. It was the elephant going down. Look at how scared Nicov is, too. Immediately walling in his wood villagers. Super scared of, like, the pre-mill drush.
Yeah. Well,
or the Lithuanian quick drush, I guess
but
it would be.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, because look at the score.
Yeah, you would know.
You're 100 ahead. That's not a thing then. Like, your opponent is not out on the map.
He did find the goats, by the way.
Yeah, but only the one at the bottom, not the ones at the top. So he is at -2 for now. Didn't take his elephant, and yeah, Nicov will have a very tight base. Looks a bit like MBL walls. Although no, MBL walls differently. He doesn't really wall his palace, like his woodline there. Yeah, that's, now we're talking.
Yeah. You have to wall to the TC here, though. You can't get anything else up. Not with how open this is.
More and more people now going for the wall.
And Nikov's gonna find the goats.
Okay.
If Vinchester isn't gonna take him, Nikov's gonna take him.
That's so weird that Vinchester didn't go for that. Why didn't he go higher? Okay.
Maybe he saw the scout from Nicov around there and he just assumes. I don't know. It's weird.
Weird. Okay, Vinchester now the barracks close to his TC. Won't get a lot of map control, so it will be a scout opening by him. On the other side, Nicov goes for way more walls. The loom plays pop 21 now.
So what do you expect to see from Malians here? With this many walls from Nicov.
Hell, he's not on gold, so it's kind of the easy choice that he goes for scouts simply. But that will still be tricky. Like, how is he getting proper gold control? I think Vinchester, if he at some point gets a sneaky tower behind the woodline, maybe at the gold, that could be really ugly for Nicov to retrieve. I think the typical Nicov thing would be to open scouts and then build archery ranges by deleting his walls and kind of trying to build a new wall around his main gold.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's just done enough here to prevent Vinchester from easily accessing his base, but he's going to need to do something about that for sure. Because his secondary golds are so far. Like, if Vinchester comes forward with a tower, like you said, that's a really, really tough position for Nicov to push back against.
Vinchester now returning the favor of the greed. Didn't do Loom before. Pop 19 at his side. And now drops the stable. Still no control over any of the gold spots. Gets some okayish vision of Nikov's map. Knows that he won't be able to do too much.
Guys, don't ask what Hera's favorite toppings on his pizza are, okay? We were at the Paris airport, and I was like, let's eat something French. And Hera's like, no, man, is there like fast food around here? I don't really eat different things that often.
He's picky. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I'm picky. Yep. That's what I just said.
Yeah. And NSC2 was really brutal as well. When it came to people going for fast food as well. Like the cook, 3-course menu, prepared everything like Parmesan, chicken, like roasted for 3 hours with different toppings and sliced potato, veggies, and yeah, MBL and Leary just walked in like, oh, we just brought some burgers from Burger King.
To be fair, guys, it was at an airport, but still. Still. Vinchester not really finding any openings here. And Nicov is just going to send his scouts around.
Yeah. Feels like he is opening that one. Probably wants to send a villager. Ooh, now jumping on a TC, but... Oh, I think he will just lose everything. A scout there. Shouldn't find a villager kill. Nicov has to be on point. That could have been one pick-off. No reaction. Now fights.
I think it might be one villager dead here. The scouts are going to die. Don't think that's worth it, but I mean, you had to do something. You were trapped inside.
Yeah. Sends another villager kissing the TC? Not really.
And now the fast spearman. We've got one for... Or no, I guess that is a spearman from Nicov. Chasing away the scouts. Still scout production from Vinchester. What's the follow-up here for him?
I'm really confused that he dove in with 3 scouts and now wants to, like, he kind of needs to keep up the numbers, but that's just such a big investment for him. And we see Nicov higher on the food count there and killing 1 villager in exchange of 3 scouts. Not your greatest trade ever. And Vinchester again. Like,
it's
the next
so weird
step
that
to control the map isn't here.
Yeah, like he has the scouts, fine, but the follow-up is either what, walls or an archery range, right?
Oh, he is not on gold at all. So it's
like
walls. Question
but
mark.
he's not walling. That's the thing. Okay, now he is. Now he is finally. Nice walls there from Vinchester, trapping the scouts in, and they're not going to find a pick, and he gets those scouts for free.
Yeah, and that could be nice later on, right? Most of the time, Lithuanians kind of want to go for lots of monks, lots of knights. Wouldn't be surprised if Malians wanted to transition into something similar. Then having the scouts alive could be really handy, could come in handy, but Nicov, he wants nothing of that. He just goes crossbows.
Yeah, you were right about the archer ranges. I would have liked to see those a little bit farther forward, though, right? It seems weird that he's still, like, building to that gold. But the scouts aren't going to find any openings here. And with no archer range follow-up or no skirmisher follow-up from the Lithuanians, he can't pressure that gold at all right now.
Even found a scout kill there. That could be nice. I think if he moves on with like 8 archers. Vinchester doesn't really have an answer to that. He's now adding an archer range himself. But his cast age will be really late, I believe.
Actually, walling hugely. He's walling between those 2 wood lines on the right.
He kind of has to. Like, how else can you try to control this map? Like, small walls in front of your mill towards the wood line there at the top. Not going to pretty either.
Still needs to secure that gold at the front somehow. That's very exposed, especially since he's seen the 2 archer ranges. He is keeping scouts there, so he knows, but...
The question is now, does Nicov think, okay, he can move out, or is it just waiting for Castle Age and... Oh god, Nicov is going for the mind games again. He's adding a second stable. Let's see how many he goes for this time.
Will we see 2 more? That's the question.
Well, he won last game, so makes sense.
And Vinchester going for a second stable. So do we see camels from Nicov here?
Camel crossbow feels very reasonable. Yeah, he will expect a lot of knights there. The thing is, at the moment, Nicov has 0 scouting intel. Vinchester sees everything. Why is he moving away with the scouts? No, he doesn't want to. No. You have to camp there. You have to know what's up.
Yep. And Vinchester has scouted all the relics if he goes for a fast monastery to get that extra attack for the Lithuanians. Well, he scouted 1, 2, 3. Okay, never mind. I thought he had seen the other
like
one
all of them, Dave. Like
all of them. Yeah. It's pretty close, you know?
Not all of them, but like all of them.
He's missing that one in the middle by like 1 tile. Come on, Nilly.
By like 1 tile.
It's my language!
Okay, Scout of Nicov now coming over, tries to get some intel, tries to dodge the spearman. Do we see some quick wards? Nice job there. So, Scout can't really see what's up. Did he see the double stable? No, he did not. But should get the confirmation now. Moves out with his crossbows.
Gonna see the archers. Vinchester is gonna see this really quick. So he's gonna know what's coming. I like the way he walled with the production buildings in front of there. And he's checking for holes right now, and there is none. So, well done by Vinchester. He still can be ranged, I think, by crossbows there. And he goes for a siege workshop right away.
Not really the building you want to do, right? It's like you kind of want the TC. Indeed, that's what he is doing. That's a lovely one. And want to go for knights, want to go for the monastery. At the moment, not a single villager working on gold. Building the TC, siege workshop, and Nicov not committing. Goes back for now.
Still doesn't see that relic in the middle, so he sees like all of the relics.
Now he sees all the relics.
There we go. There we go. Now we can take the like away.
Yeah.
And does Nicov go for a forward siege workshop here? Does he pressure that?
He is going for the university at home, kind of indicating that unlikely that we see siege workshop follow up. Because normally you build the siege workshop and then only the university, especially with Malians, because your university works faster. You can delay it a bit more if you want to have the same timing.
Mangonel out from Vinchester in defense, and now he goes for the monastery. Like you said before, you probably wanted that before the siege workshop, but he's still going to get it out on the field, and let's see if he can actually snag any of those. Nicov is in the way right now. His main army.
Vinchester got the weird spot that he got 3 skirms. Like, they are achieving nothing. Basically,
well, I
except
mean,
the
they're
flag on
achieving
the archer range.
having the flag. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like you could do that with 1 skirm though, and this is actually a good spot for Nicov to pressure here, because Vinchester can't easily wall behind this. He's gonna have to shift all his army over there.
Ground check maybe. Oh, okay. That's some okayish damage. Monk around, another attack. Camels bruised. 1 converted.
Nikov's now in the back of Vinchester's base. Vinchester dropping a TC for defense at the back there. Only 30% down right now, though, and Vinchester has to wait for his Mangonel to catch up. Or sorry, Nicov.
Oh, well, not in time, and he should have known that this is around. Is he trying to finish this one? Looks like it. Crossbow now around. 1 down, 2 down. This will be denied, Dave.
Denied, and the Mangonel goes down too, and the camels are coming back to support the crossbows. This looks so bad for Vinchester. 99%. It goes up.
Oh,
it goes up, but so many villagers dying there.
Oh, Only 4 the advantage for Nicov? What happened before that? How's Nicov only mad by 4? Or 3
Well,
builds?
I mean, he's been on 1 TC, and Vinchester had 2 TCs there for quite a while. Okay. And that was the first villager kills that Nicov really got. Trying to save this monk. I think he will get it even with ballistics.
Took a small detour. Now the 2 skirms coming over to save the day.
Vinchester needs a big mangonel shot here. I don't think he's going to get it, but he needs it.
Camels
are the
diving
camels.
Deep. Will find the kill. Won't even lose one of their friends. Skirm's sadly dead now.
That was such a nice place for Nicov to break the wall and then come in from that angle. I feel like that TC at the back, though, from Vinchester, which isn't even producing villagers and sending them just to a blank spot on the map, I feel like that was incredibly risky, wasn't it?
He knew what was happening. I think he just needed 1 palisade wall there.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you lose 3-4 villagers, but he can take the engagement nicely.
Mangonel?
Dodged.
Good micro.
Monk killed even on the way out. Nicov is playing sharp today.
Yeah. Micro is on point for him. Looks like my prediction is not a good one here, Nilly. Nikov's surprising me. Good form from him.
Mangonel shot, maybe. Turning the tide. Ooh. You must have liked
Quite
that
nice.
one. Oh, a second one.
That was quite nice.
Now double conversion maybe. Knights at the front. Gets some damage done there. Gets double camel. That was a good sequence for Mr. Vinch.
That is so many camels, though. But now he's just sitting under the TC fire, taking hits still. Camel numbers are dropping. There's a lot of weak crossbows, a lot of weak camels there.
Military count not too hot. 4 to 23. Lots of idle villages here in the TCs. 2 monks saved there. And Nicov, he continues with the aggression. Only now drops TC number 3.
Comes another Mangonel. And it's coming out on that side. He does have a couple monks here as well.
3 monks out. We'll probably get 1-2 conversions. 1 for now. Make
Does
it
he
3.
save the Mangonel? I think he saves the Mangonel here too. Maybe?
Oh, lovely move. Vinchester with a stellar defense.
Yeah, and crossbows are at the back, but now the Mangonel being saved is going to come back there and try to deal with it. Nicov, you got to move those.
And
Good.
it is.
Last minute micro by Nicov.
I got a bit nervous.
Villager count is still pretty close because Nicov was 1 TC for a while. He did drop a second one, so he's going to start catching up here. 2 Mangonels now. How good's your micro, Nicov?
Don't want to overcommit there. You kind of want to stay on the hill, though. Where's the second Mangonel? Why is it not helping out? First one not really getting repaired. Villager could die repairing. Nice snipe there. Dodges more. Nicov on point.
3 Mangonels now, and he only lost 1 crossbow in that engagement so far. Okay, 3 more going down to that shot.
Like 1.
Like 1 going down to that shot. And Vinchester kind of stabilizing here, but how does he turn this into... even if he wipes up this army from Nicov, how does he turn this into pressure? It's going to be so slow coming across the map with this.
Oh, and now the
Light
Mangonels-
cavalry in too.
Oh, the monks are not there. Light Cav is such a good addition there. Can find some kills and... Oh, that's so close. Conversions won't really help. Light Cav addition is so good. I think he went out too far. I think he needed the protection of the TCs.
Yeah, no, he's just struggling to take this fight here. The Mangonel pathing is kind of weird for him. He doesn't have enough to stop this. And once again, Nikov's going to have free reign at the back of Vinchester's base. And Vinchester's going to have to wait for another Mangonel, another couple monks, another couple knights. And Nicov just happily booming at home.
Something absolutely beautiful behind this. Vinchester just sent a random will out in the center of the map to collect some of the relics. Lovely stuff there. Nicov with his light cap not scouting it, but well, we see
Did lose some crossbow numbers. He's been denying those farms for a long time, though. Just sitting on that hill in the back of Vinchester's base. Such a great attack angle from Nicov to push in that way instead of pushing against like stubbornly against that main gold from Vinchester. Really, really nice from him. And actually, there's a light cab near that monastery from Vinchester. I don't think it sees that monk, though. It's just kind of sitting in that wood line.
Yeah, it's trying to become one of the tree folks, apparently.
Are they related to the cucumber people?
Now you're getting silly, Dave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's an attack, though, against that gold. Vinchester, no TC there. Kind of kept him in the game for quite some time, having 6 villagers work there. But those should die.
Yeah, he needs to run 2 of those to the corner of the map. That's the only way you save them. Okay, he's going to run them through the middle of the map.
Lightcap still chilling. First upgrade.
It did give him vision on that monk. He knows about the monk.
Okay, second relic dropped off now. Gives him +2 attack. Lightcap still around. And look at that stream of production of Nicov. Like, still going massively for more crossbow. Camels moving forward. And I think he will just send some units to kill the monastery. So easy to pressure the front for him.
2 games in a row here, Nilly, where Vinchester, I think, early gets the better engagements and then has no follow-up whatsoever in early Castle Age. And Nikov's been pressuring both games. Very similar. Kind of like Vinchester's sitting at home first game with Pikeman Monk. Vinchester's sitting at home this game with Monk Mangonel.
Yeah, it was, but also the holds and the nice moves for Vinchester were to survive, not to get an advantage. He was so far behind that simply allowed him to maybe go into a macro game. But Nicov,
look what he's doing with that relic in the south. If I can't have it, neither can you. We're going to the corner of the map.
Viper is shift-clicking a villager now. Left corner, bottom corner to build a monastery there.
Yeah.
Mangonel shot.
Mangonel?
His ground attack was off against the split. Okay, chain barding now coming in, but so many villagers will die as well. 25 villager lead, still full aggression. The question is how Nicov wants to finish this one. Oh, defensive castle at that gold now. Kind of blocking the right-hand side entrance, but Nicov not attacking there for quite some time now.
Vinchester did sneak a relic from the right-hand side, too. He's coming in right now. He's purely focused on the relics at the moment. He is way behind in villagers, though, and he can't manage to catch these crossbows off guard. And he can't engage against the camels, either.
So we got a nice amount of conversions here. We got 11 conversions total in this game already. So
oh, those knights going through to the back are going to be really, really tough for Vinchester to deal with.
Oh, that's 5 exposed villages at the farms. Indeed, up to Imperial Age now is Mr. Nicov. Just relentless aggression, and Camel Crossbow will just deal so well. Camels against the knights, crossbows can always snipe the monks. Nicov, solid army control.
Yeah, and he doesn't notice the raid at the back either. He doesn't notice that at all. Cannot afford to lose villagers here, and he still doesn't notice it, Nilly!
What is happening?
Oh, no! There's so many weak vills there, too!
Not anymore! They're all dead! No.
Oh, my God!
Oh, and suddenly it's 40 villagers behind here. Oh, God, yeah, that hurts so much.
He lost 10 vills there. That's crazy.
Killed one knight in exchange, and those knights aren't even dead. Crossbow continuing with the front attack. Okay, crossbows out. Testing the water there, running into the castle. And Nicov, 3 more stables, double siege workshop. He wants to break the front attack. I think trapping might be the safer choice, but he's so far ahead.
Well, I mean, he sees the secondary gold from Vinch on the right. He sees the secondary gold on the left from Vinch. And he sees how much is left on the main. Like, you could just starve him out here if you wanted to.
Yeah. Also collecting the relics that Vinchester already gathered in the center now. So, lovely stuff there. The raid is coming in. Not a lot of camels to protect this one, but... Oh!
There's the camels.
Now they arrived, yeah. Vinchester wanted to jump on it, but now sees, okay, that's a fight that he will always lose. Is thinking about imping this one. We'll click up pretty soon. Now the castle at the right hand side. Would have loved to see it a bit higher on the hill. not the most important thing. Monk's getting sniped again. And Vinchester, he's still in this one. Try to micro that Monk away.
He's actually bringing in the other 2 relics on the left-hand side now, but he's going to need more than that to push back these camels, especially once they're upgraded here. Heavy camel on the way. And maybe Farimba soon?
I think 2 traps is the first step, and then go for Farimba. Unless he gets chemistry on it, then he could maybe do some with bombard cannons, but I think trapping the center is more important than Farimba at the moment.
Ooh, Vinchester actually finding that neutral gold on the left-hand side. He's going out for that now. I don't think Nicov sees that. No, he does not. Nikov's scouting, actually, other than the middle, is pretty poor.
Dropped off that Monk with a relic in his hands. More spots to raid at the top possible now as well. The run for the relic in the center. Don't tell me Nicov is trying to go for that one. Isn't that in range of the castle? Okay, no, he's not. Oh, was it?
Herbalist upgrade, too, for Malians.
What upgrade?
Herbalist?
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Not having Bracer doesn't make them too sick, but, well, against Castle Age army, you still can fight pretty well. Camerate now at the top, and, well, you were thinking about Farimba. He doesn't have a single attack upgrade on them.
Well, he's getting it. So... He's going to have an attack upgrade on them soon.
I think 2 traps might have been better, but doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Phew, dominant performance.
So, let's talk about what Vinchester could have done there. When he sees the 2 archery ranges, do you think... Would you go into skirms there, or would you continue the scout production like Vinch did?
He didn't... No. He only had 4 scouts. He didn't build any
No.
scouts.
He went in. He went in with those scouts. He lost 3 in Nikov's space.
But he didn't see
and
the
then
archer ranges.
And then he kept building scouts. He did see them.
He didn't see the archer ranges. No, they came later. But I think you need to build the scouts. Otherwise, you will never get any control, right? The question is, should he have gone more skirmishes on the way to Castle Age? He built 3 skirms and then stopped his production. I think you need to go for skirms to have somewhat of a defense.
Okay.
Like, he scouted the double archery range. Full night. You can't be up earlier. Your map is so unwallable.
He did wall his map, though.
Yeah, but, like, 1 layer of palisades and no chance of re-walling. So Nicov broke through quite easily at 2 different angles. And then the gold wasn't even included, so... I know, like, Riot would handle those maps, like, just building 4 outposts around his map and just try to defend and always send your army. And it is a bit easier with Lithuanians, but it's so easy to look bad, and if you overlook 1 raid, you're done as well. So it was an ugly one for Vinchester.
Do you think the game's different if he doesn't throw away those first 3 scouts?
Yes. Then he has way more control. Because if he has Skirm Scout, then he's pressuring the gold of Nicov, because Nicov had really bad golds as well, as we mentioned earlier. So that could have been the play. And then we have Nicov being forced into a defensive tower, and Vinchester gets more vision of the army.
Okay, well. On to game number 3, I guess. Nikov's looking really, really good here.
Yeah, not too happy with last week, how it went for him. And I kind of expected him to be coming back strong. Don't know about how much he trained, though. Vinchester needs to win 3 games in a row now. Otherwise, he's out of KOTD.
I believe.
You believe in Vinch?
Yep.
You believe in 3 games in a row?
Nope. Yep.
What needs to happen for Vinchester? He still has
I think
Inca,
he needs.
Skelt, Goth.
I think he needs to pressure more. To be honest, I think he needs. I think Goths is coming here. Either Goths or Celts. That's like the Vinch special, right? Goths.
Yeah,
He was picking Goths back in back before they were cool.
yeah, that's true. And Celts as well. He really loved them. 1.5 minutes spec delay. And we will have Incas for Vinchester. So we will play Mezzo again. But this
Like
time...
when I think about these two players, before this series, before I saw this, I think the games that Vinchester is going to win against Nicov are not going to be the heavy macro game. They're going to be the aggressive games where he gets a map position like over one of Nikov's resources, and then he pressures from there. But I don't know what you think on that front.
The big question is, like, villager rush or not, and I don't really think that's the Vinchester way to go. I think it's man-at-arm, maybe tower, maybe make it wild. The question is how wild. And Nicov, I think he should just play the defensive way and scout a lot. He needs to know what Vinchester is up to.
Yep. Incas versus Frank. I think we're in for a wild one here.
It should be, it should be. But Vinchester dictates how wild it's going to be. Okay, I got a replacement for you for set 4.
What? Who?
I don't need to change the co-caster flag.
Oh, you're getting Hera?
I'm getting Hera.
Oh my god.
Okay, then let's jump into game number 3. 3 match points for Mr. Nicov here. If Vinchester loses one of the next 3 games, he's out of KOTD. He still has some wild civilizations left. He will have Incas. And let me quickly... How did we have colors? We had Nicov in blue, right? And Vinchester in red. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Dave, how wild will Vinchester go?
I don't know. I think it really depends on the map here. And we're looking at Nikov's map. Ooh. His golds are pretty far away there, Nilly. His stones are not in the greatest position there. And his wood lines, I guess he does have 2 at the back. So that's really good for Nicov, as well as his berries back there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see like 51.7% wild game from Vinchester.
Okay.
Yeah.
So reasonably wild.
Yes.
But not super wild. Okay. I can live with that. I also love that you didn't go for 51.8 because that would have felt crazy.
Yeah, that's
Crazy high.
crazy.
Yeah.
Too much.
Okay, now pushing again. So Vinchester, he doesn't want the craziest intel and is not trying to lame, which could have come in handy if you wanted to go for it. Okay, now he moves out. Interesting choice. Nicov is pushing deer as well, or zebra. I would want to scout against Vinchester, against Incas. I would be scared AF. How ballsy is it that he pushes deer? Okay, only goes for 1.
Does he feel like his elephant is at risk of being lamed here? So he just wants to get that extra food income, and it was close enough to his TC anyway? I mean, Vinchester's finding the main gold now from Nicov. He's just trying to figure out which direction his base is
Were you
in.
just holding your thought because you looked at the elephant of Vinchester?
No.
It lined up perfectly. You had the small, like, oh, I need to breathe because the elephant was shot by the TC.
No, I did not. I was doing the Fog of War, man. Is there a hotkey for Fog of War in DE? Like if
Oh.
you're spectating?
There used to be one, and I think
Yeah.
Tristan has one, so I think there is one, yeah.
It used to be like Alt F, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the signal.
The good old days.
Yeah. I remember when you used to be able to press plus to shift between players too.
Oh, And
Can't do that anymore. It just speeds up the game. I've done that so many times on a recorded game. Oh god. Okay, so Vinch sees everything basically from Nicov. Just needs to spot this last stone, and
he also he sees really everything.
sees everything. Yeah.
Like everything, right? He didn't see the third gold, but like everything.
Are you like?
And
okay. How many years
am I
is it gonna take?
like an idiot?
How many years
am
is
I
it gonna
like
take?
annoying?
How? Let me talk.
Am I like interrupting you?
How many years is it gonna take before you stop referencing that? Because I know it's gonna be at least a year.
At least a year.
Yeah.
It might be like forever.
Okay.
Could
Cool.
be like forever.
I don't like it.
Why did we see Nicov sending 4 on wood here? Normal scout build is 3 on wood to get the
Do you go
scouts out
scouts
nice and
against
early.
this?
Is he going men at arms against this? Pop
You are
21
Franks, so scouts are likely, but
against Incas. It doesn't hurt to have men at arms, but your gold is horrible.
this doesn't look super crazy from Vinch. This kind of looks like a 51.7% crazy game here, as he walls to his TC, Nilly.
This is a drush.
Going to gold? Is he?
What?
And Nikov's just patrolling there. Does Nicov see that villager with the line of sight from the scout?
He sees no loom as well.
He does.
Doesn't want to commit.
Uh-oh.
What
Vinchester,
is
I think your
this?
strategy was just revealed here, buddy.
But that's a really late timing. Like 8 minutes to collect the 10 remaining gold. And indeed, it's men at arms for Nicov. He is fearing something that is not coming. And that
He did
time,
see that villager. He did see that villager running away with 10 gold and nothing else following up.
it's so weird. Now 3
Yeah.
on gold for Nicov. Nicov might play men at arm archer with Franks. Huh.
I mean, technically, Frank crossbows are still as good as other crossbows in Castle Age.
As good as May and crossbows.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, 4 men at arm defense. Like, Nicov is as scared as we were before the game. But, yeah, now he sees this one. Should be an easy defense.
Okay, now Vinch is going to gold. But he's gonna, if he engages here, he loses this battle like 19 times out of 5.
But how many out of how shouldn't be the one number bigger than the other?
Yeah, that's the joke.
19 out of.
It's a joke
Why is no one laughing? It was a joke.
because you're German.
Okay.
So that gold's super exposed from Vinchester on the hill in front of his base, and archer range follow up from the Frank players. So you were right.
It is a weird spot. We did see the man at arm upgrade here by Nicov, quite interesting. He was prepared to go for the big fight. 4 men at arms kind of queued up for him, but didn't really execute there till the end. Now some more annoyance here, but Vinchester already taking quite heavy losses on the highest HP. What would actually be beautiful is Nicov following it up with an aggressive tower, but not typically his style.
No. Not really his style at all, especially in a tournament game like this, especially if he feels like he's already in a good position. Like, he denied any potential, really, from the Drush from Vinchester. He canceled the Men-at-Arms upgrade, so he's already saved resources. And now he's going to take out another militia, so that Drush has done nothing.
Actually, the feudal age timing is so late. Archer's now around. Can he find a villager pick off here? Scout is trying to get in between there. Oh, he won't. But can now pressure the berries as well. There's so many resources. What is Vinchester going for? Look at the resources.
Was he just going for a straight FC, like Drush FC? On an open map like this, with a gold incredibly forward, with your berries incredibly forward?
This is not
Archer
a
range
thing.
blacksmith? Just FC, dude.
No! He is
Yeah.
canceling FC.
It's a thing. Look at it.
No, he won't
Oh,
play
he's
a
getting
fast
the
castle.
eco upgrades? Why?
Because he can't collect gold. He will go for skirm defense now.
If you're in this position, though,
With 700 food, 160 gold, he goes for a skirm defense.
do you not just commit? Like, make a market at the back and just commit to the FC?
But to do what? To do skirms? To still do skirms. I think he should have gone for the gold at the side. Gold left-hand side, tower up. That's the thing. Ay, ay, ay.
How about you get the armor for your villagers and you just rush your army from your opponent?
He
Send
can
all your
outmicro
builds.
you. The moment he has 4 fletching archers, well, you have some skirms. But then what are you scared of? 3 militia? 20
I think
villagers on wood now for Vinch.
We can both agree that this is not a good position for Vinchester.
Agreed.
There you go.
It
As long as we get along.
his map planning is really lacking here. That's what we saw in several games now. That we just felt like, okay, and how would this look like? That's what we had with the Aztec game, where he couldn't really wall. The Lithuanians game, where we never really saw him controlling his own map. Just like Coach Hera would not approve. And Carson needed
Now he's
neither.
going for the tower. Now he's going for the tower to defend, and I mean, he was what, 100 gold away from clicking up the castle age? 100 gold, like 70 food, and now look at him. 350 food in the bank, 100 gold in the bank, and we're looking at Nicov space, or res, and it's really similar.
Oh yeah. And the transition is obviously so much smoother, right? Still 17 villages on wood. Needs to drop maybe even a mill in the back. Some more farms could be something. And the thing is, congratulations. Now you got the tower up. You're fighting against archers. But Nicov, with his very likely quadruple stable switch, will just smash this one down early castle.
Yep, and second archer inch here from Vinchester now. It's got to mix in some archers because Nicov now has a stable. Like you said,
Mix in some
it'll be
archers.
tough to deal with knights.
Don't have any gold at the moment. Built the market, but no resources to sell, really. Some archers might even find a kill here. Lovely stuff. Gets out of there again. Nicov very active. Now the defensive tower adds his gold. He knows how far ahead he is.
3 games in a row, Nilly, where it seems like Vinchester really doesn't have a plan or doesn't commit to his plan.
To me, it feels like he didn't play KOTD Arabia enough. Just like this map forces you to do so many weird walls, just approach stuff differently. And he plays as if he always has the defensive resource that he can easily control, but didn't have it a single time out of 3.
Maybe he was just thinking, I'm the underdog against Nicov. I can't beat him in standard play, so I'm just going to hope for good maps and take my chance on that.
I think he's more on the side of the confident guys. Especially Arabia feels very controlled. I think he had plans but couldn't execute them. I think that could be a really nice after interview.
Do you see him trying to block those archers with the one skirmisher?
Looks a bit like it, right? But couldn't really get in front of them. Yeah, and should be enough kills here. 1 low HP villager. Not really saved. And look at that. Nicov hungry to find a will? Yeah, but won't. Okay, only 2 stables this time, but sends a forward villager. So he knows. Just if he basically forces those villagers together in the tower, it's kind of over already. You need constant archer production now, or constant eagle production, or whatever. I don't even see what Vinchester's going for while he drops another barracks. But
Look at his wood count, dude.
yeah.
Holy. So much wood in the bank for him. Getting the armor now. He
didn't
must
use
know
the
that the knights
market.
are coming.
He didn't use the market once.
Well, he does. Oh, he does have a market in the back.
Yeah.
He didn't. Why not? You
He-
have 900 wood.
Yeah. So weird. Now he walled. Siege workshop pretty close. Do they see each other? Oh, not even close. Okay, now the first knights arrive. Spearman count at 3. 2 more in production. Knights waiting for the second defense upgrade. Archer coming forward, and I think he just needs to mass knights. And there's no real way to defend this.
If he masses knights from those 2 stables, once he gets like 10, he can probably just flood over all of that. Even maybe less than that. Like 6. A ram from Nicov. Okay.
Interesting choice. In a spot where Scorpion could have felt like he ends the game. Now commits against all the spearmen before they can get any upgrades. Doesn't take the greatest fight uphill there. Very low HP
Not
knights.
good at all for Nicov here.
Oh, actually
Not good at
one.
all. That's, like I said, he probably should have waited for, what, 2 more knights there? I mean, he's going to clear up the army from Vinchester, but Vinchester can just keep creating pikemen, and he can rush that ram with the villagers and save the tower position on his main gold as well.
Like,
Kind of a bit of a weird engagement there from Nicov.
This is... Yeah, he took the fight uphill and without a Scorpion. Could have been so much better. Now keeps the pikeman count small again. Tries to micro this one away. He clicks so much at the moment. Trying to save his knights. Where's the monastery? Now builds it up at the front. Okay.
1 HP knight gets away. That's crazy value if he heals it up. You know, Vinchester... Oh, he's going for a second TC here. Do you agree with that, or do you think it should be a 1 TC play from Vince?
Well, he's not going for any aggression. He's even going for a 3 TC
Third
play.
TC.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. I think he will hold this area. Nicov needs to make sure to transition out of this. But wants to play 1 TC. He's floating a lot of resources all of a sudden.
Husbandry coming in for the knights. So they are going to be pretty beefy here.
I like Vinchester's
it's
spot.
a pretty easy defense for Vinchester, yeah. Like, where does Nicov go and hit with the knights? Sure, he can maybe dive one of the TCs, but not many exposed resources here for Vinchester, and he is on 3 TC, and like you said, Nikov's only producing villagers from 1 of his own, so he has to win the fights in Castle Age.
Overchop in 40 wood happening there. Knights are just, well, running in, running out. I think mangonel production should really be focused here over Lightcav. Like, he needs like 3 mangonels. Now sends 3 villagers on stone, so wants to go for a second TC.
The ram was such a weird choice for Nicov.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he felt like he was in such a commanding position he could afford to go with it. But Lightcav are coming in. They're trying to pick a monk. I think they might actually. Yeah, they get 1.
Now going for the second one,
Get
but still
2.
needs the conversion, and then it wasn't worth it. Oh, big committal. And now the knight is going forward. It's his own knight!
Does he take out the mangonel as well? No, he decides to delete the knight. The mangonel is saved, but like you said, taking a lot of HP off his own units, and Vinchester didn't get hit once there by the mangonel. Not a single damage taken by that.
Yeah. Pretty solid, and traded off 2 knights there. Not the worst thing for him. Now gets the defensive mangonel. I think Vinchester is in a really good spot here. Only 6 villages ahead though.
He's on stone in 2 different spots as well. So we could see a castle coming to secure that forward position there. And if he does that, Nicov really doesn't have another area to shift the push, or if he does, it's going to be super slow.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look. Mangonel, Vinchester only now started. Taking some time. He will have a slight hill advantage over here though, so will be tricky for Nicov. And Kamayuks, well then Nicov needs some time to counter those. What's even a good answer? Like, hand cannoneers?
Probably with Franks, right? Like, what else do you do? Do Franks get heavy Scorpion?
Yeah, they do, but
That's kind of...
yeah.
I mean, Axeman?
I think it's not a counter. It's relatively even.
Yeah, I guess the Axemen have fully upgraded. They have 4+1 range, and the Chemiox have 1. But if you don't upgrade to Elite and you don't get Bearded Axe, it's only, what, 3 range for the Axemen?
Yeah.
So it's not even that big of a range advantage.
And also, like, Nicov, 300 stone at the moment, 179 stone, probably wants to drop some TCs. So the production will be so much better as well. Okay, now Pikemen moving out. I think this would be a good spot to build the castle. Mangonel dance happening. One down at the right-hand side, the one in the center dies as well. 1v1 trade.
Good micro there from Vinchester, but Nicov got the shot away as he died. I feel like he wants this castle here, but it's going to be dangerous. And there's the castle to the left. He does have enough for another one, though, Nilly. Yeah. Once this one's down.
Oh, let's take a
look. And his pikemen are still out of position.
2 Mangonels now tries to wall, but the farm is actually blocking his walls. One volley against the villagers. Is he? Is he? That will be villager losses, my man. It's 2 Mangonels, pretty deep in.
But Nikov's forced to fight against the pikes here.
Yeah, if you're winning, like... it won't feel like Vinchester twisted his arm too much there. That went lovely for him.
Wow. What a clear up.
Only 10 villagers. No, what? Nicov is only 7 villagers behind this one. Vinchester now builds a way deeper castle there. Oh.
I thought that was going to go way differently, especially with Vinchester fighting downhill with those pikemen. Actually, looking at the bodies, he wasn't fighting downhill. Okay, he was fighting on flat ground against even numbers of knights.
Was tricky. Maybe the conversions didn't really fly in. Maybe Vinchester could have waited for one more Mangonel. Maybe just build it more defensively next to the gold on the hill. But obviously easier said than done for us. Now, still goes for more pikemen. Upgrades on those were... actually, 1-2. Knights have the same upgrades. Nicov now feels like he gets the time to add some TCs. Goes up to 3 himself.
That's such a super defensive castle from Vinchester. Oh, do you think if he placed both of those... he had res to place 2 castles. Do you think if he placed both of those, one on the right, one on the left, one of those goes up?
Yeah, guaranteed. Because the only thing that kills the villagers is the Mangonel at that spot. The question is, did he have enough villagers? Because it was not like he took too few villagers to build the left-hand side castle.
Yeah.
So like double Mangonel is just really good against villagers.
Does he go out to build it now, though? Do you send Vills to build it now? You have the Camiox. You're killing the Mangonels with the pikemen. The castle is at 76%, and you're only building with 3 Vills?
I don't really get that either. Has enough HP on the TC to jump in with his villagers. One still hammering.
What? Dude, you should have sent...
One still hammering.
Okay, now they're coming out. And Nicov losing his knight numbers a little bit. Losing some of his own pikemen. The castle is now up. The villager count is even. Even after all of that, the villager count's even. And 2 castles here from Vinchester to produce Camiox from.
Ooh, Vinchester ahead in score. What a crazy game.
Nicov really delaying that 2nd and 3rd TC, and it shows in the Vill count. Yeah. He's catching up now, though, and now he's surpassed Vinchester. 7 Vills ahead, 3 TCs of his own.
Pikemen are running. The question is, Vinchester, can he receive any damage? I don't really see it. So could he maybe think about imping, or do you need to build more army to defend against the Knight Raids?
Well, he does only have 21 on farms. Okay, he's making some more farms, so maybe he has res to go up soon. I think you push forward with this army, right? Try and find something exposed at Nikov's base. Like you said, your eco is pretty safe at home if you make a couple pikemen.
Yeah. Maybe the question is, though, like, if you only move out with some pikemen and Kamayuks, what are you really finding? Most of the time you look into some TCs, your opponent is always more mobile. Not going to be the prettiest thing, while Vinchester is trying to hold this one off. Seems like Nicov, with his resources, will be up to him first.
20 villagers ahead now.
Wow.
Yikes. It was just even. It was just like 3 minutes ago, it was a 1 villager difference.
And Nicov, does he feel like he can build an aggressive castle? That one shouldn't go up.
No, I don't think that ever goes up.
He only sends, like, how many villagers? 6 villagers as well. That's not a thing. Instantly runs into pikemen. Well, we see a Kamayuk raid. That's a first for me, I believe. 3 Kamayuk raid in the farms.
He's gonna pick 1 villager, and then he's gonna get cleared up by the knights.
Oh.
And Vinchester is patrolling on top of where that castle is gonna be, but 2 scorpions, pikemen, some knights, a monk from Nicov.
The house is actually helping out quite nicely as well there.
Yep.
Counter castle with way more villagers. Way more. Yeah, now he's pulling the right amount. 14 there. Villagers still distracted. I think Nicov can't get that castle up. Unless the knights will block. Yeah, he cancels. What?
Gets rid of it and replaces it with 1 on the hill. He's going to be an Imperial Age way faster than Vinchester.
Does he know that?
So he is going to win the Treb War if he gets this up.
Sends 5 more villagers here. Kamayuk still active. Just such a weird game to see an Inca player getting to 3 castles against a Frank player. He is attacking those villagers.
More Kamayuks coming in now. If he clears the knight numbers, he can deny the castle, I think.
Oh, this is close. The monks got their conversions as well. Villager count at 5 now at the frontier. Make it 6 for now. Now he focuses on the monks. That makes 0 sense. The monks aren't
the monks
scary.
are already out of faith. They're already out of faith. He's focusing on the scorpions. Now the villagers here.
Kamayuk production was slipping behind this one as well. Still 4 villagers. The monks can now heal the villagers
Castle goes
though.
up. Yep. Yep.
Oh.
And now Nikov's in a very good position here. Treb's coming out. Vinchester not on the way to Imperial Age yet. Actually making a siege workshop, and he's making rams, so he's going for the Castle Age push against these castles. That's a rough position to push at castle too. There's all those houses around there. Like the pathing issues are going to be annoying.
Oh, and a big raid at the top as well. Vinchester sees it instantly, but that's going to be some dead villagers. Look at that, 1 TC, and he has like 30 villagers there. So some of them have to die.
Yeah, no pikemen there in defense. He's sending some Kamayuks, but looks really, really good for Nicov. Nicov attacking the castle now with a Treb at the front. He's going out to that neutral stone at the left-hand side. More stone for more offensive castles, and the raid is still going on at the back of Vinchester's base.
Oh yeah, and yeah, only sent like 2 Kamayuks. Those are not enough. Some pikemen, not really the best gather point, and so many raids. Vinchester, he must have felt like he was in a good setup here. Had the defensive castles, had the Kamayuks, and even score, but then it all slipped away.
Well, the ram push is going to be coming in soon, and this is probably the last gasp for Vinchester, his last chance to get back into this game. And he doesn't even have the gold to produce 2 more rams.
Oh.
He's gonna have to go with 3 only.
3 is not a number. That's like, he has some Kamayuks, that could be a nice surprise. But there are knights waiting, hand cannon production is rolling as well.
And now bombard cannon.
Oh no. Oh, okay. 2
Well,
scorpions as well. Hand cannoneers can just focus down. This is such an easy defense for Nicov.
Yeah. Sits behind the castle, he takes out the infantry, and then he can go deal with the rams afterwards.
Although, Kamayuks are coming in. Bombard cannon needs to get some good shots in. Oh, bombard cannon not shooting.
Don't tell me this is gonna work.
Why did Nicov run with all his knights? Bombard cannon
don't get
still
it.
not a single shot?
I don't get it.
What is happening here?
Why?
Nicov just refused to fight this
Why
one.
not fight with your knights?
And bombard cannon just killed the rams. He just let it... What?
Okay, Vinchester does manage to clear up that castle. That's going to give him some confidence. But see how well the knights did against the Kamayuks there, Nilly?
Yeah, like, it's still... He has
He could have just
+1,
done that in the
+4.
first place.
Yeah. The thing is, like,
But-
the moment he kills 1 ram, the push is over there as well.
I mean, the castle is going to go down from Vinchester anyway. There's 3 Trebs and a bombard cannon. The Rams have nothing to push against except knights now. And a castle on the left-hand side from Nicov to secure the neutral gold at 2. He's got full map control. He's got the better military. He's got more villagers.
Yeah. It's still like... It was a weird ending, but it was already over.
Yeah. It could have been over 30 seconds sooner, though, Nilly.
Yeah, probably. And like we could have seen, like he didn't try. Normally, you try to juggle with the knights, then try to kill the ram, jump in the castle again. Hi. Up next is MBL versus Mr. Yo.
I'm stoked. So my prediction, not great actually, but I think Vinchester kind of played weird today. Do you agree?
I think we didn't see what he prepared. I didn't think he didn't really show us the strategies and the aggression we normally see from him.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 bad maps. We can't deny that. But if every
Nicov had some bad maps too.
Yeah, absolutely. And Nicov, he just played it safe. And you also, if you plan strategies shouldn't be like going into the game. Okay, I need a defensive gold for the strategy to work. Like Vinchester, just drush FC without a safe gold, whereas Incas, that's not a thing.